You want to convince me of...
No. I don't wish to convince you.
Okay.
I don't wish to convince anyone.
Right.
I stand here and I listen to you.
Okay.
And you were not trying to convince me.
Right.
You've said certain things that resonate within me.
Right.
And give me the feel, and I felt that I would like to speak with you.
Okay.
But the fact is that I am not religious, and that would create a kind of problem or conflict, because whatever I am saying, it's like if I'm challenging your religion, but I'm not challenging your religion.
Look, my name is Zeeshan, yeah?
Yeah.
I come here as frequently as I can. Now that it's winter, maybe a bit less, but I'm on social media as well. If you watch my videos, you will realize I don't mind people challenging me. So in this conversation, I don't want you to feel that I'm going to get offended, or you can't say this, or you can't say that. I want you to be yourself. I want you to put your cards on the table so I can see what your cards are, and then we can, because I see you as a respectable, I see you as a respectable elder of mine.
I've just told you that I consider prayers to be futile.
Yes,
I'll explain to you.
Yes.
I'll give you an example.
Yes.
In your religion, you pray, I don't know how many times a week, but quite a lot.
Yes.
That much I do know.
Yes.
I look at what happened in Iraq,
yes,
in Libya,
yeah,
what happened in Gaza.
Yeah.
I look at these things, and although I'm not there, I know for a fact that everyone that walks in those countries, they pray every single day. And then they get blown to pieces. No one answers their prayer. And there's a reason for that. And I'll tell you what the reason is. I'll tell you something that you can't accept. We create our experiences. What those people experience in Gaza, what they experience now, is that they are teaching us. They are teaching us that we are living among demons, you can say, because only demons act like that, and that's what they did.
Only demons don't want to free Palestine.
They're sacrificing their life so that we might have a better understanding of what is going on. That's how I see it. I think that God. I know that God created us. I know that we have a soul within us, which is qualitative part of the Creator, and I know that soul allows us to know what is considered to be right and what is considered to be wrong. I know that every human being on this planet must participate or should participate in religion. I know that they should do things that is wrong, because when you do something is wrong, you have that feeling within you. Then you make a choice. Do I want to feel this bad again because of what I've done? And the choice is no, I don't.
Vernon, you said that the prayers of the people that have been blown to bits, they were not accepted. What makes you think that?
Well, when I say they're not praying to be killed or to be harmed. They're praying, please God, let me live. Please God, don't let my children be hurt. Don't let my children die. But the children die and they're hurt. That's what I mean. So, but you see, I explained to you in the beginning.
Yeah.
I explained this to you in the beginning.
Yeah.
It's very important. Well, for me, it's important. God does not interfere. He does not participate in our way of life. He remains unconditional love. And if he decided to choose this gentleman or that gentleman in preference to you, he becomes unbalanced. He's no longer unconditional love. That is why Jesus said that the Father judgeth no man. Because if he judge, he can no longer remain unconditional love.
So would you say like a murderer is equal to, say, a brain surgeon?
Well, no, I'm not saying yes, because everyone has a purpose. Everything on this planet is teaching us.
So a murderer is as good as a brain surgeon?
What would you learn from a murderer? What we learn from a murderer and what we learn from a brain surgeon are two different things, but the fact is we're learning anyway.
I'm talking about their goodness though, because you said God loves them. They're the same in the sight of God.
Unconditionally.
That they're both the same in the sight of God.
Yes, because if you are, well, imagine, think of it. If you are complete,
I am, because
if you are complete,
if a murderer is the same as a brain surgeon, then that's big problems then.
Well, because who created the murderer?
It's not about who created it. Yes, God created both of them, gave them both free will. One chose to murder people, the other one chose to save people.
Okay.
It's a choice.
Yes, of course it is, but nevertheless, both of them are teaching us something.
They're teaching us something, but one is teaching us the wrong thing.
Well, this is an academy. Down here, Earth is an academy.
He can't be as good as the person saving people.
No. We can't judge it that way.
That's the
he is
problem.
as good. The fact remains is that this is an academy, and we are here to learn.
So do you think there's something, like, if you can't judge, do you think there should be no one in the prisons?
Well, I think I have given that a thought, and I thought to myself, prison is absolutely ridiculous, because you go to prison because you get punished for doing something wrong, and then after you die, you get punished by God again. So you're being punished twice.
But they don't believe in God. The people putting them in prison.
Oh, yeah, the people that put them in prison
Yeah,
don't.
because it's a secular system, isn't it?
Yeah, they don't believe in God.
Well, it's a secular system, so their punishment is based upon a secular system, excluding of God.
Well,
They're in Europe anyway.
My way of thinking is that I do not think that evil exists for the sake of punishment.
Do you think the prison system should be abolished? No one should go to prison.
Now anybody can buy a Jewish Torah, Christian gospel.
The only thing that I ever think of prison is that if there is a God that punishes people, then it seems to me it's unfair that a man is being punished twice for a crime.
Don't you think it's unfair that a person that doesn't believe in God, they get punished and they are supposed to wait for a punishment in the hereafter when they don't even believe in the hereafter as well?
But that's an accusation that I don't think that that's a good accusation, because what you're saying to me is,
I'm saying the majority of this country is atheist.
yeah, what you're saying to me is that when a person goes to prison,
They're going to get judged.
That person does not believe in God.
No. I'm saying that the person sending them in prison doesn't believe in God. The judge.
The person that sent them, the judge. Well,
Yes.
well, that's a possibility. But then there's lots of people that believe, lots of people that walk about with a religious book, and they do evil things anyway.
But you said there's no necessarily an agreed definition upon what's evil. It's what a person believes to be evil. They're all teaching us something.
No, I don't think it's what a person believes to be evil. The person who believes something is evil, to me, is mindless. I think that if a person does something that's evil,
do good.
and if I was to experience that, being present when something like that happened, it all has to do with how I feel within.
Okay, if my father is on the floor, and I've got my hands like this, and I'm thumping him on the chest, is that good or bad?
I don't agree with all of it.
I have a different way of thinking about life. For example, if I was to walk on the road here today, and a little child was to be knocked down by a car, I am quite capable of walking along like if it never happened. I know it sounds funny, but let me tell you,
Go on.
as I walked along, I might smile. And the reason that I would smile is because I think, oh, that person has arrived here, had her experience or his experience, and they've gone back. That's how I look at it that way.
Can you pick them up so they can have a better experience?
Well, I think
just tap them on the back and say, look, everything's going to be okay.
The goodness of a human being
Yes.
is that they would go down and they would pick up the child, they would probably cry, they would feel really terrible inside. But my way of looking at it is that child came here to have that experience, and that child leaves.
So what about the experience of me thumping my dad on the chest?
That's frustration. That's really, that has done you something wrong, and you want to get the frustration out of you. That's how I see that.
So it's bad, yeah?
No, I don't see it as being bad. Your dad might see it as being bad. You might feel it being bad after, but it's nothing to do
No,
with
I think
me.
it's good.
Oh, you think it's good?
Yeah.
Well, okay. So if you think it's good, it's good. And if your dad thinks it's bad, it's bad.
Shall I tell you why I think it's good, just in case you don't think I'm a psychopath? The reason why I said his chest and the reason why I did my hands like this, even though it's not technically the correct way, it was me performing CPR on him.
Okay.
Because I'm on the phone with the paramedics. They said, look, we're going to be there in 7 minutes. We want you to give him CPR until we get there, breathe in his mouth, and thump him in the chest.
And humans love to gossip, and they pass along and see that, and they think, what a horrible man. See?
No, but you're going to think I'm a good man, though.
Well, it wouldn't worry me. I mean, it depends on you.
you have we all have this great ability within us to differentiate what is good and what is bad. And what is good is what makes us feel good inside. I mean, if I done something wrong,
What about if for me to, I don't want to use this word, but if I rape somebody,
yeah.
and that makes me feel good, does that make it good?
Well, if it makes you feel good, it's good for you.
So it's good. I shouldn't be in prison for it.
Well, whatever, but it's good for you.
Yeah.
It's not good for him. He might judge you as being horrible.
But it doesn't matter by his
Well,
judgment.
it doesn't matter, I agree. But I'm just saying, the fact remains is that you feel good, what you do, and that's it.
Yeah.
So what's wrong with that?
So I shouldn't go to prison, should I?
Well, I don't know what you should do from what you shouldn't do.
No. I don't want.
We
Okay,
live.
I don't want to go to prison. Why should they force me to go to prison? That's wrong.
Well, it's wrong, and it's wrong going to prison. I don't know. You live. That's the world we live in. We live in a society where
That's messed up,
if
though.
we do something wrong, then we judge by it. I mean, I lost my temper with someone once, and I
Stab them.
No.
Why not? Why not though?
I have tried to do that once. Just a second. I was about 21 years of age, and I got into a thing with a bloke.
Why did you stop though? Why didn't you just?
Well, that's something that you would have to be. I don't know if you'd be able to understand that, but I'm not here to do things like that.
Why not though?
Well,
If that person is causing you issues,
Do you mind facing the light, but like this way?
like this.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Please.
So if that person was causing you grief, getting rid of him would make you happy. Isn't it worth doing?
I'm trying to be 100% honest with you.
I want you to be.
And I'm not trying to think. What I'm saying to you is I once had a confrontation, alteration with someone, and I lost my temper, and I got this. We fought a little, and then I picked up this bottle, went like that.
Yeah.
And as you break it that way, you get two prongs.
Yes.
And he was down there, and I was over him like that, and I was trying to stab him.
Yeah.
And I was like that, and my hand couldn't move. But that I didn't understand that. It took me another 20, 25 years for me to understand why I couldn't do that. See what I mean? So I have some very unusual experiences in my life.
Do you think maybe they were indoctrinations though?
No, what? No, how can
Because subjective experiences can be indoctrinations.
no, nothing to do with indoctrination. Because I was too naive, and I never think of things like that. I never even heard the word indoctrination.
So, okay, coming back to this example when you were about to stab the guy, if you had stabbed him,
Yeah.
but your intention was he took away my happiness by me stabbing him, he's finished now, I will be happy.
Well, I'm contented. Yes, I would be.
So it's okay then, isn't it?
Because the story that I was about to tell you is that I lost my temper once.
Yeah, yeah.
And I put someone in hospital for about 10 days.
Yeah.
And the police became involved. The person who was in hospital, he told the police he didn't know who did it.
Yeah.
And the police arrested another 3 people who was present, and they said they didn't see anything.
Yeah.
And in the end, the police locked them up in the cell, and then the police said to them, "You'll stay there until you remember or you see something."
Yeah.
So they end up saying it was me. But my solicitor explained to me that all I have to do is to play not guilty. Those people that were witnesses, what they say does not count because the police put them in a prison, into the cell to get that information out of them, so it doesn't count. But what I did, I was satisfied. So I went and said I was guilty and got 3 years, first offense.
Oh no.
Spent
Sorry to hear
13
that.
months. No, best thing ever happened to me. I'm very lucky like that. To me, I don't see things like other people do. I think